just splashed in my face. Hi everyone. Sorry, just a few little adjustments there at the start. I am a bit out of practice with the YouTube game. I was just looking at my YouTube channel and I haven't posted a video for over a year. But this is something, and I'm not even sure if anyone is going to watch this or is going to be interested in this, but I've just been drawn to doing it. I'm kind of a little bit inspired by Georgie Stevenson's latest YouTube video about her struggles during pregnancy and why people, you know, the fact that she was posting herself crying and that sort of stuff, and the fact that people don't really talk about the negative sides of pregnancy, and everyone just posts, you know, themselves glowing and the bump and what looks like this picture perfect pregnancy, and then all of a sudden you have a kid and all that. So I thought that what I would do was do a bit of a vlog series. So surprise, if you don't know, I am pregnant. So that's what's kind of drawn me to this. So I'm currently actually 22 weeks pregnant, but what I'm gonna do in today's video is I'm just gonna talk about my experiences in the first trimester, and then my next video I will do like second trimester up to where I currently am. So don't know when I'm gonna film that. I'll kind of get into it, and then I'll probably just do like a weekly or monthly kind of thing from there until Bub is born, and then continue after with my experiences and everything. So if you've been, you know, if you know me or if you've been following me, then you would obviously know that my journey mentally hasn't been very good. So I am, you know, a bit worried, especially with some of the emotions that I've been feeling lately, you know, that it could trigger something again, but we will say I'm staying positive, and obviously I know my, like, what are they called, coping mechanisms and that sort of stuff, and if something comes up, then I'll deal with it head on. So anyway, okay, first trimester. So I wanted to just do a bit of a brief first trimester vlog. I don't want to make this first video too long, just because there isn't really overly too much to tell, and I want to, you know, a lot more has happened in the second trimester, so that one will probably be a bit longer and even it out anyway. Let me just take a sip, I'm a bit thirsty. And if I'm talking fast, I do apologize. Like, I just wanted to film this before I go to the gym and I'm getting a bit out of breath, so ooh. Okay, first trimester. So some of you don't know, I actually moved to Coffs Harbour in December 2020. So I've been here since then, which is what, over 6 months ago now. I did end up selling my old house and using money for that to put on a deposit for a house here, just because renting, like everywhere in this era that we've got with COVID at the moment, is just so hard, and I was applying for rental for over 6 months and just getting knockback after knockback after knockback. It was also the fact that I had 2 dogs to deal with, so I unfortunately had to rehome Ali before I moved. So if you've been here for a while, you would know that Ali was my cat and the first animal that I've had to myself. Then, so I changed my mind in renting because I was just getting so much knockbacks, and I was like, you know what, I'm never gonna come back to Albury. I'll sell my house and I'll buy a house in Coffs Harbour, and that'll be it. You know, if I ever move, then it's a great place to rent out, or, you know, do an Airbnb type thing, whatever. So I went on and bought the house, and I moved in the end of January. I think it was the 25th of January. Yeah, it was the 25th of January. I moved into this house. My partner is with me, and no shit, I felt something real weird going on in my body, and I just had a feeling. On the 27th of January, I took a pregnancy test, and it was the strongest line I've ever seen. So yeah, 2 days into moving, I was still moving myself into the house, and I found out that we are having a baby. So it was a massive shock. So I know one question I'll probably get asked is, you know, if we were trying. The answer is no, we had not been together long at all. This baby is actually going to be born before we've officially been together a year. So it's all kind of happened all at once. It was a big shock, but everything happens for a reason, and you know, I'm so blessed and I'm so grateful, and I would not change anything. It's honestly the best thing that could have happened, and I'm now with this amazing person who I like love so much and who loves me so much, and we're just on the same page about everything, and you know, we're in a really good supportive relationship. So yeah, it's all worked out for the best. Okay, so when I found out I was pregnant, I was 3 weeks pregnant. Oh, my mum and my really good family friend were actually here at the time helping us move into the house. And what actually happened was I was just getting ready for work, and I just had this feeling. I had a pregnancy test in the cupboard, and I just was like, you know, I'm just gonna try it, see what happens, and you know, not thinking anything of it because I was like, there's no knowing, like I'm not gonna be pregnant, da 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 da. Like I had done pregnancy tests a lot in the past in my previous relationship, and there was never a positive. It was always like a no. So I was just like, yeah, whatever, I'll do this, give it a go. But I don't know, I just felt different. But what I did was I did the test, I got ready for work, so I did my hair and my makeup, I got changed and everything, and I had the pregnancy test like on the vanity sink in our ensuite faced upside down so that I couldn't see it. And then I was like, no joke, about to like come out and have breakfast and then go brush my teeth and go to work. And I was like, oh, I'll just look at it, turn it over. Holy shit, like I was in so much shock, like I was like crying of happiness, I was shaking, and Jade was still in bed asleep, and I've run in there and I've like shooked him, and I've just put it right up in his face. I was like, look at this, look at this. He was just like, oh shit. Like it was massive shock to the both of us. But now looking back at it, because we did surprise family members in the way that we were telling them, and I actually did the same thing with my mum. Like we just come out here straight away after I showed Jade that, and I was like, look mum, like this is what's happening, I'm pregnant. And her reaction was like, she wasn't like, it's not that she wasn't happy, but she was just in so much shock that she just couldn't react. So yeah, that was the same with Jade's reaction. Yeah, now looking back at it, because we did surprise, you know, friends and family and that sort of stuff when we told them, I do wish that I had have like kept my shit together that morning and actually planned a surprise properly. But I was just honestly in so much shock because I was, you know, we weren't trying. So yeah, it was about 3 weeks when I found out that I was pregnant. So did the test. I couldn't get into the doctors that day. I had to wait until the next day. So, you know, routine, you have to go and get you to do a blood test and wee sample and that sort of stuff. So I did all that. My levels for H something hormone, I can't remember. HCG? No, I don't know. I'm making that up. Anyway, my levels were quite low. So he was like, I think it's just because it's so early. Like he was just a bit shocked that I was in there so early. Like, why are you here? And I was like, honestly, like, I don't know why I found out so early. I was just had a feeling and I just took a test and yeah, it turned out to be positive. And he's like, that's all right. But anyway, he booked me in. Like it obviously had confirmed that I was pregnant, but he just wanted to check the levels again a week later. So I went in and got another blood test a week later at 4 weeks. And my levels had increased, so that's obviously a good sign. And yeah, pregnancy a go, this is happening. Everything was going good. Like I probably only had up until 5 weeks, like my symptoms and that sort of stuff were like sore boobs, and you know, like I was just eating a lot, and like I don't really eat overly much. So yeah, that were kind of like early on symptoms. And then at 5 weeks and 3 days, I just crashed. I ended up having to go into the doctors, and I got prescribed Maxilin, I think it was, which is an anti-nausea tablet. That has some serious sedative vibes with that. Like that just did not work for me at all. I was falling asleep at the wheel driving to work. I was just feeling so groggy all day from it. They ended up changing me to Ondansetron, which is been a lot better. It's like a wafer, it kicks in within like 10-15 minutes and I feel so much better. So the reason why I was having to go on that, it's actually from week 5 to week 16, I would say. So I got at about 7 or 8 weeks, no, yeah, 7 or 8 weeks, I was diagnosed with hyperemesis gravidae. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'll put it up here. And it's also known as HG, which is like really, really bad morning sickness. So I was in and out of hospital between those 5 to 16 weeks. a few times. I couldn't keep any food or liquids down. I was just so sick, and I was having to have days off work. And anyway, I was in and out of hospital, hooked up to drips and that sort of stuff, feeding fluids and, you know, nausea, like ondansetron through a drip and all that sort of stuff. So that has not been a fun part of the pregnancy. Yeah, that kind of continued from week 5 through to 16. But my journey through the whole like first trimester was mostly just in really bad fatigue and obviously HG, which didn't help. So I did have a really nasty first trimester, so I was glad when, you know, that was over and we could kind of tell people. And my midwife kind of said to me, if you have, you know, HG after 16 to 17 weeks, and it's probably going to stay with you the whole pregnancy. You know, around the 16 to 17 week mark is when it usually stops. So I was so glad when that happened. So the first trimester, I was really glad to see that through. Jade and I did a little announcement. So we'd obviously only told like close family and close friends, but we did like a big announcement with, we had Air Force Ones, because Jade's a big sneakerhead and I obviously love shoes and stuff as well. So we had Dad's pair, mum's pair ones, and we got little baby Air Force Ones as well. So that was all in the photo, and we just kind of announced that we're having a baby, and Rocky was wearing a little bandana that says I'm going to be a big brother. So that's how we kind of announced the pregnancy. So I think that's all I'm going to cover for this video. I don't think there's too much more. The first trimester, like I said, it was just trying to get through. I was literally hibernating, yeah, just trying to recover and rest as much as I could. I also wasn't showing, so like I had a bit of bloating here and there, but I honestly did not show until I was about 16 weeks pregnant. That's all I'm gonna say. I will cover the rest in the next video. So like I said, I'm 22 weeks at the moment. The next video I will just kind of go through the second trimester from 13 weeks up until 20, whatever I'm up to, 23, we'll say 23 or 24 weeks. And then we'll kind of go as it is from there. So if anyone has any like questions or anything they want me to cover, I might just do like a pregnancy question and answer video, which I'll post after my next one, catching everyone up. So, you know, start shooting me some questions and I can go through them, because I've had a lot of questions. Like I've been doing a lot of question boxes on Instagram lately, and people have been asking me a lot of questions related to pregnancy and my experiences and labor and birth and all different sorts of things. So yeah, anyway, that is all from me. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, I'm really excited about this little series and I can't wait. I'm loving being back doing, you know, social media stuff. So yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye.